And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. Here's the starting five. State Farm presents our lineup for the tip-off. And as we take a look here at DeJuan Blair, what's your take?
Well, the biggest thing with Blair is his size. You know, he's just a rebounder. He's a screener. He's a guy who can really impose his physical will on the game.
Well, he's got that tremendous scrapping ability as well, guys. And as soon as the ball is loose, ball pops up around him, he just wrestles it away from anyone who's foolish enough to try to get it from him.
You know, the Miami Heat are relatively young as a team in terms of NBA history. Joined the league in 1988, but really hit the ground running and have been a force in the East since they became part of the league.
Now Chalmers. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Chalmers passes to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. No good from LeBron. Here's San Antonio. Well, you look at the Heat, you take away the first 3 years of the franchise as they were building from scratch. Since 1991, they have only missed the playoffs 5 times. Steve, I think that's an amazing stat.
Yeah, the franchise quickly came in and established itself way back as one of the tougher opponents to deal with in the East. They've done a nice job of establishing themselves as a model organization in the NBA over the years. Well, guys, I thought acquiring Shane Battier was a terrific move for the Miami Heat, both on and off the court. You know, on the court, he's a great shooter and a smart defender. Makes that corner three to space the floor. And then in the locker room, with his maturity and his leadership and his ability to handle the media, a really good role for Battier in Miami.
Now here's Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. And Blair gets it to go.
Came off the screen and did what I call a right now move, right to the rim. The defense had no time to recover.
Wade gets a screen from Bosh. Wade kicks to Bosh. Uncovered. And again, it's the Heat missing. Stevie touched on the presence of Shane Battier, a very cerebral player. He enjoys that part of the game. He did at Duke. He does in the NBA. He said he looks at basketball, Clark, as a sort of chess match.
And I think that's been his edge, Kevin, his approach, his mental approach to how he sees and thinks the game.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Parker. After LeBron James's miss, Blair, covered by LeBron, Duncan up on top. He's up against Bosh. Duncan kicks to Blair. Leonard fires from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Wade dishes to Chalmers. Passes it to LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 6 points for LeBron.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from. And, you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. It's Allen on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot will not go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Mills with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Mills passes to Splitting. The feed to Mills. 1:30 left in the first. Ginobili kicks to Diaw from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Diaw's got his first 3 points of the game. And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany, and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
So it's San Antonio now. After the Heat pick up 2. Jackson, covered by Miller. Jackson dishes to Mills. Back to Jackson. No one near him. And the Spurs scoring again.
Right now, it's all working for them here in the first. The shots have been falling.
Yeah, their offense has been very impressive. If they keep this up, Clark, they're going to be tough to beat.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mills with it. The dish to Diaw. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Cole. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Haslett. Blocked. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin. About 77% from the line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Zocolo got it off in time, but it's no good.